Wow. Hello.
Hola Primas.
How are you guys?
We're back.
And we're ready to spill the tea. Let's talk about it. Let's get straight into it.
Okay.
Should we?
Yeah, but we gotta say who we are.
Can I introduce myself? No. I'm
Sorry.
Kristi. And I'm Clari.
This is
Dear Primas. Oh, I guess we are skipping everything. No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
I want to talk about it right now.
It's fresh. Okay, no.
Yeah, don't forget anything. No, okay, so beef of the week.
Okay.
Before we get into it.
I think, well, I guess my favorite of the week are these earrings, even though I've
Those
had
are
them.
really cute.
But when we were on our road trip, one of them had fallen like into the wheel underneath the van thing in the back. And I saved the other one, but I didn't remember where I put it. And so I found the one that had fallen into the vehicle when we turned in the car. And then the one that I saved that was on my ear still, I had no idea in what purse or whatever.
Oh, I see.
So I was looking for something else in the diaper bag. Lo and behold, it was like in a pocket that we never use.
Isn't that a great feeling?
It is. Because I'm telling you, I had just misplaced my other only pair of one of the earrings.
They are really cute. They're like a good chunky, but like a not too chunky.
Yeah, not too big.
It's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're there.
It's from TJ Maxx, House of Harlow. Yeah.
I hear TJ Maxx fine. I have a fave of the week. I think the Astros game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Astros game. And then Daniel's in town, my brother. So
yes.
that's going to be fun. And the boys, I feel like they're at an age where it's like they idolize like grown-up guys so much that they just like are always asking questions. And I don't know. It was a lot of fun. And then, of course, they loved the game. They had such a good time.
Like now they're actually into it. I saw the video with John like anticipating the wave.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. And then Jaden, like every time the music would go, he was like getting into it. And I was like, all right, yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
What is the Astros Buddies?
Oh yeah. So you can pay, I think it's like $35 now. It used to be $25, but it's just basically, which if you should just lie and say it's Daniel's first game, get a certificate. But the Astros Buddies, you pay, and it is his first game. Oh yeah, yeah. So you get a certificate saying that it's their first game. But the Astros Buddies is just a program that you can get discounted tickets. They send you a bucket hat. The bucket hat, a very very vibey, a very Adrian vibe for sure. Socks, and then I think a cute little Astros little baggie.
And you sign up for it ahead of time? Or?
You can sign up for it there at the game. They have it on the first level, or you can sign up for it online.
Oh, okay.
Online, I think you can ask for it to ship, or there might be an option to pick up at the game. I don't remember.
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Should we get into it? Oh, no. Silent karaoke.
You said you had a good one.
I am so excited.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be so good. All right.
I can hear it, but I'll care. It's not I'll care for you?
No.
I'll be there for you?
No.
I don't know if I know the word.
Yeah, actually, I'm running out here. I listened to it twice, too, so I can make sure I don't forget. And I was like, listen to it in the shower. Okay. I'm only singing one part, so it's really not going I'm not giving you a lot here. And if I ever I don't know. Shay.
Yeah. I feel like I could hear that part. And if I ever fall in love again. Yeah, but I couldn't find it.
Okay, not a good one.
It was a fun one. I feel like you really enjoyed it. You showed off your humming vocals. Okay. I think I have one you'll appreciate.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this always makes you think of like your third,
I was
fourth?
like, I don't know, 4th or 5th birthday.
You were teeny tiny singing this song on the karaoke. Oh, that is such a good
I
song.
wish, and I don't even think they have video of it. Oh, yeah.
They don't have a video?
I don't know.
There might be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to be in the
Cosas del Amor.
It's a good song.
It just popped in my head because I'm like, I have nothing. And then I was listening to the radio on the way here with a huge mistake. Huge mistake. I mean, it's nothing but a talk show. And then I've never heard the full Sexy Red, Get It Sexy, that whole song. I'm like, this is intense.
This is what they're listening to.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
So yeah. Okay,
let's get into it
now.
Okay, we hope you've watched Love Island. If you haven't, you have 60. No, how many episodes are there? In your spare time?
It was like 35.
Yes.
It was like, yeah. But y'all could, I mean, at this point,
just like watch episode 1, then like skip to episode 6, maybe like 9.
Then Casa Amor was like,
Amor for sure.
I don't know, episode 19 or something.
Yeah, and then you'll be fine. And then watch the reunion.
Or just catch up on TikTok. It's all over the place.
Yes. Okay, but before you talk about what actually happened, what were your expectations for the reunion?
I was expecting, well, I did want them to talk about the whole Nicole and what's his face, Kendall situation, because she's been like MIA, anything she posted about, and they were a couple, they top 4, they left together, and so, but then she like anything she posted about Love Island, like he was like photo number 9 in like the scrolling thing, like on her page, you know, she like posted all the pictures of like her and the girls, and then her and Kendall were like, was like number 9. So it was like, I felt like it was all these subliminal messages. And then towards the end, like a lot, like middle towards the end, I was feeling like she was just along for the ride, like she was like using him to win. That's how I felt about her. And so I feel like, you know, everything after kind of confirmed that. So I kind of wanted them to talk about that. I did expect a lot more questioning from Ariana. What else was there? Oh yeah, of course, the Andrea lives and TikToks and all the things that she was saying on podcasts and on the TikTok, which and so me and Dee watched it together, and so I was like, I feel like they scratched the surface on everything, but they didn't
really go.
Yeah.
Okay, so my expectations going into it, I have watched Bravo reunions. So my expectations were here, and I thought Ariana, because she's from the Bravo world, like maybe she would have taken some like, you know, pointers from Andy Cohen, because he is a phenomenal question asker and like getting into it, and then like shushing everybody and getting like, okay, finish what you were saying. So I was expecting, and their reunions are like 3-part series sometimes, or 3-part parts of the reunion. So it was like an hour and 20?
Yeah, some change. It was like 20
the
minutes.
Last episode was an hour, almost 2 hours.
Yeah. And I didn't like that she was sitting with them.
I didn't either.
I felt like she should have been like apart.
Like, what do you think?
Yeah, no, she should have been like in a director's chair type of thing, like running the show.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the placement of people. What did you feel about the seating arrangement?
So messy. To put Andrea right behind Leah was like chef's kiss.
I loved it. I love seeing the reactions every time she was talking, and like,
because she wasn't ever answering the question.
Never.
Like she was going around and she kept trying to make herself like the victim. Like, and I'm like, girl, you came out talking all this mess. Like, if you were getting hate, it probably wasn't even until like after you did what you had. Because she was saying she could have had Miguel. She said she could have had Aaron. I wish they would have brought.
She could have had Aaron.
Yes. She said, I don't remember if it was a TikTok live. I think it was a live or like something. And then Miguel, that whole situation as well. She said something wild on a podcast, which I also think all the podcasts they were doing kind of also ruined a lot of like the
actual
suspense and the juice. Yeah. But yeah, there was, and I think, you know, they were preaching mental health and like not bullying, so they didn't want to go too hard, I guess, with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a show, and like, this is why y'all made this, because everybody was in an uproar. If everybody would have just been nice to everybody and nobody would have been, you know, like it wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Yeah. But what did you think about the Nicole situation when she?
I don't know. I don't understand it. Because honestly, I didn't even know what the video was.
Yeah.
I remember y'all sitting like, oh shit, this happened, but I don't know if I ever like knew what it was until she said what happened. Or okay, I guess I had an idea that I thought I thought he had sex with someone. And it was his ex putting that information out. I didn't know the extent of it. Well, then it just happened to be a person that he met on an app like before he got on the show. So I guess in the moment you can like white lie, like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you all of it,
because I mean it's very embarrassing. I think
like
I feel like on top of that is so
absolutely,
and I've only known you for a month. Like
I'm
gonna try to make it seem a little bit better than it actually is
for sure. So I guess I feel bad for Kendall. And I don't know if she was like I could see that she was feeling attacked, but like everybody was kind of like trying to be like, you're good, like we get you're upset that he lied, but like
he went through this big huge like horrible thing. He could have lost his job, or like, you know, like it was greater than and she took that time to make it about her, and I think she's just using it as a way out.
Okay, so I thought the same thing. I was like, what if she just wasn't feeling him? Because I got those vibes too. Like she wasn't all there. And then it was kind of like the smile seems almost plastered sometimes, that it's very hard to not. So I couldn't really tell if she was.
And then to be like, we're together, but then like we haven't talked.
Right.
And then you want to bring this up on national television, like how you're feeling, like. And she said, so before they were posting like E! News, I think, did Reel or TikTok, I don't know, but they were like, who's going to do their big one tonight? And Nicole's like, I'm going to do my big one tonight. So she had this all planned, like, and it's like you wanted to make him look bad, but I think you just made yourself look, I think, worse, because everybody's saying like, you made this moment about you. And yet, and like, I feel like, yes, being upset that somebody lied to you, valid, but like the reasoning, I think, you know, overplays the lie there.
No, I agree. I really like Serena's like responses to her, and then also to Deo.
I was like, Deo, why are you trying? Like half of these people didn't even need to be there. Like they should have dismissed them. Like, you know, like
just you are dismissed.
Harrison, Sierra, bye, Coy. What you?
Coy. I could not. I was like, oh, hello, Coy.
Janae was not having it.
Oh my god. Can we talk about Janae's
receipts?
The receipts she was like
there. Well, actually,
here
she was like, so real for that.
Oh my god.
See, she was ready.
She was
ready for the reunion that we wanted.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We should have just had Janae. Like, you know what? Actually, let's all turn to page 2.
Yeah, I made copies for everyone.
That would have been it.
Let's go ahead. Aaron, like a script. Aaron, can you please repeat on page 6 what you said?
Instead of rolling the tapes, we have it right here, word for word, in quotations. Please begin.
You called us all the idiots. Would you like to apologize for that? Like she was doing God's work.
Oh, for sure. She really was. Yes, that is so funny. Absolutely.
No, I died when she pulled out that paper. Where she even?
I was like, oh yes. I know. I was like, oh, wait a second. She's the only one with it. Okay, I love this. That was so funny. Where was I going with that? How did we get to Janae?
Because I said Coy, and then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She was like, And she had said that she had something she wanted to like bring up to Connor on like a podcast or a TikTok or something, and she didn't say anything to Connor. But maybe she just like chose to move on and move forward.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And then like the whole like I feel like nothing went deeper because of all the podcasts. Like they didn't ask Rob and Leah and that whole Andrea situation to try like looking back, you know, what are your thoughts on it? Like how are you feeling about this? Like how did Leah feel after watching it? Or you know, like or even Rob, as much as he's like, yeah, I was an idiot, but you know, he's just kind of saying the words.
Yeah.
There was no questioning.
It was very non-existent with the questions.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like the stuff at the beginning. I feel like could have been avoided. Like, oh, how are you? Oh, I love it. Cut it.
Yeah.
One statement. Like Andy always, he would say, "Oh, hi, I like your dress." Blah blah blah, and then they would say something back, and then he would address every single person, welcoming them. Although that can be, you know, he doesn't have all the people on the couch. In segments, like, okay, now you four are dismissed. Thank you for coming, Casa people, Casa girls.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Because then whenever it got to, who was it that everybody was giving their opinion on? And I was like, who are you again?
Oh, was it Catherine or something?
Maybe.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the episode, which I like that behind the scenes kind of.
Yeah.
Bravo does that where they like lead up to it and then they kind of have them in their dressing rooms. But how Kaylor said she's not going to cry because America's Kristi.
She was crying before it even started.
Like, come on, girl. I really, really wanted you to.
Me and Dee were dying because she was like, like watching the stories back. She's just so emotional.
It is. But she had her moment.
She did, yeah.
I thought that was.
She had to have the moment. Because Erin, again, you just decided to tell her for the first time. You had your hand down her pants in front of everybody, like, and you thought this. I mean, great for TV, but like, if you really care about the girl, like, you thought this was the best time to say that.
Yeah.
It's like you can only dig yourself a hole and claim to be a good guy so much.
Yeah.
He just wants to save. Well, not even at that point. Not even saving face because he did it.
Yeah.
It was just like so that the podcast that he was referring to, the BFFs podcast.
Okay, I didn't listen to that one.
So I don't listen to them, but you know I saw they were going to be on there, so I looked it up, and so it's like it's this guy Dave. From Barstool Sport,
okay.
And then a girl and the guy, and so the young guy and the girl, they actually watched the show. Dave didn't watch the show, and so they first had Kaylor and Erin on, and the whole time they're kind of like questioning him. So Dave's kind of like getting the gist of like what's happening and what's going on here. And he's like, whoa. Dude, you're full of shit. Like, he was calling him out.
Damn.
Because think about it, like, the most unbiased opinion. Someone that's never seen the show, just hearing pretty much facts of, like, what happened, how it went down. And so he kept telling Kaylor, like, you're buying this stuff? Like, you're buying it? And she would just, like, laugh. She was like, see? Like, and so he's like, he just wants to be famous. Like, and he's like, then after that he's like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about like moving to LA, and he'd never been to like America before, and he's like, oh, LA, but you don't want to be famous. He's like, well, or New York. He's like, I don't know anywhere. He's like, well, you sure ain't moving to Pennsylvania or wherever she's from. And so he was like really like going in on him, but like as you should, because hearing everything. And so that's the podcast he was referring to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I was like, damn, how he quickly threw out like, oh, my granddad passing. And I was like, but that wasn't whenever you were in
doing what you were doing.
Like, I was confused because I was like, wait a second, did like something happen and I didn't see it in the season? No, this happened after.
It sounded like it happened that morning of the podcast. But then when he brought up like, and then like in Fiji, no, they were not in Fiji during that podcast. He was already wherever he's from, and everybody was home. It was all a Zoom interview. And so he was like, when I was in Fiji, my grandpa died. I'm like, no, your grandpa did not die. But
it's not adding up.
Yeah, he was just like trying to cover, and of course, he is probably going through it, but that doesn't negate everything you did, and Kaylor to feel the way she feels because now she's seeing it for herself. So
What else did I want to happen or them to talk about more on the reunion? I don't know.
I think a lot of it was just
They did not have to play the whole thing. I know everybody was
no.
asking about the whole
Yeah, that
deleted
was way
scene, but
too
it was like,
long.
okay, we got it.
Yeah.
We get the point. And
Oh,
then, like,
I wish they would have asked Leah because the reason she said was because she wasn't here for the right reasons. That was, and then
oh yes,
they played that part on the real show, and then she was like, she's talking about brand deals, she's talking about this.
yes.
Question her right there about it. Question Andrea and
Right.
Leah. Like that
Right.
was that time to
Yeah.
like, nope, just
Yeah.
completely just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
which you could tell after Andrea got out of the villa, like, and she was all doing the things on TikTok and everything. That's like, all right, you're really trying to, feel the fire, and so valid. I think Leah must have heard something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that was the whole thing too. It's like she wasn't because everybody was like she just tried to kick her off so that she could be Rob. I was like, no, she legit said, I don't think she's here for the right reasons because of this.
Yeah.
And that was her voting why. And I agree.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I didn't like that they didn't question that. That's like a big chunk of information that they always ask, like, are you here for that? Like, in other instances.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they have like also other reunions like The Bachelor. They have like where they have hot seats and they bring you up to the and they ask you, okay, well what they could have done the same thing for certain scenarios.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said that it was only like 3 hours of shooting. And normally a reunion's like all day and then they condense it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe the budget was lacking.
I don't know, because they were sponsored by that Pizza Hut and Maybelline.
It looked really good.
Yeah, but it definitely could have gone into a lot more, but
maybe they could do like the final four. Like, okay, let's.
Yeah, but I think all the podcasts they've done has been like you can find bits and pieces of how everybody's feeling from that.
Right. So. Yeah.
Yep.
What else?
But yeah, let us know like y'all's thoughts. Is there something that we missed? I think on that. But were y'all satisfied? I think from what I've seen, the little I've seen like on TikTok, it's like everybody's kind of like, yeah.
That's how we ended it. The season finale was here, and then the reunion wanted it a little, wanted a little bit more. Yeah, it does. When are we ever satisfied with the reunion? I guess. But what else? I guess the we can talk about like just a couple of last minute things like football season.
Football season is
basically just kind of maybe saying if we wanted to start a Primas Fantasy League.
Oh my gosh, that's exhausting.
That would be so much fun though. Well, because I was thinking like,
but maybe
I don't really. Last season, I don't remember keeping up with a lot of the players. Like I only knew like the known ones. But I feel like fantasy always lets me, like learn about the new ones. And I got to find a quarterback. I got to find a tight end, and then it actually keeps me wanting to watch other games. Will I though?
I know. Like,
would I rather be reading? Probably.
We'll take a poll.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. Or maybe we can just do the basics of football. Like for the football girlies that don't know football, we can explain like, this is a end zone and all of the things. That's something.
Football 101.
Yeah, football 101, but like condensed.
Yeah.
Just a quick, what is it called? Like a,
not rapid fire. No.
But something just like, okay, this week we need to know.
Yeah.
This person is playing this person, and these are the teams.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What else? Oh yeah, and then on that subject, Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is a good show, even if you're not a football girly. I feel like it's got a kind of a all around. They show their families.
Is it the Bears? Was it this season?
This season is the Bears. They've had the previous seasons that were. I think. No, maybe that was a different one, not Hard Knocks, but the Falcons one was a really good one. The Rams was a good one. But they all like. During training camp, because they have training camp, and then I thought they had off season this year too, whenever they do the draft. But they always have during the training camp the rookies, and they have to do like a karaoke in the front. Have you seen like clips of
No.
that? Oh my god, it's so funny. And then there'll be sometimes where the guys will actually really, really sing good. Oh,
And
it's funny.
everybody's like, yeah.
Yes, and then all the players get into it.
Yeah.
It's cute. I like the show. Have you
Yeah.
ever watched any of the seasons?
I've watched. I don't remember which one. Maybe it was been a while though, where I've seen like episodes here and there.
Yeah. And then this season, so it's the Chicago Bears. Simone Biles, the husband,
Mr. Biles.
Yes, exactly. He's in it.
Do you know that drama?
Owens, what drama?
It's older now, but when he went on a podcast and how he said like he was the catch, like that when she slid into his DMs, he had no idea who Simone Biles was. And he doubled down on it hard.
What?
So that's why everybody's like Mr. Biles, because we're like, who are you? Like nobody knows you.
No.
And to say that you didn't know Simone Biles, like there's just no chance.
I had no idea. Man, I'm over here rooting for him. I love that he was holding up a
sign.
I'm just kidding. Wow.
Yeah, no, he had to do some overcorrecting. This was like maybe like I don't know, 8 months ago, 6 months ago. Like it's a little older, but
okay.
Definitely happened.
Didn't know that.
He's like, I'm the catch. I always say the men are the prize.
I did not see that. Well, there was a scene where he's like going up. She races him up a rope, and she's got like her legs out at a 90-degree angle, and she's just like easy, and he's struggling.
Yeah, yeah,
crazy. Okay. What else? Say what you're watching, what you're reading.
We just watched a show called Eric on Netflix. Eric, yeah, I think you would like it. Okay, it's really so the theme of the show is really good. It's like it has to deal with like New York in the 80s, all like the
mobs and stuff.
Not mobs, but like crooked cops, crooked politicians.
I love this.
And it's kind of like mobbish because of how like the waste management's always involved in something. That's not like the whole premise, but it loops everything in. It's like a little boy goes missing. That's how it starts. And then
I think I have seen.
And then there's like all these connections. There's a little weird aspect, but I think it's easy to get past it.
Okay.
It's just like his subconscious, the dad's conscious it's an actual like monster. I think I have seen preview, but it's like in and out. It's not too bad. It gets a little weird and it does a little too much at one point, but the whole I would still recommend it. It's 6 episodes and it's all it's gonna be. It's just a short series. Super good.
I can watch that.
Yeah.
Add to the list.
Yeah.
Presumed Innocent. We finally watched it and binged it in like 3 nights. It was so good.
When is
Apple TV with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Was this a recommendation? Or you were just talking about it? Like, it was on your to-do, just watch list.
Yes, to watch.
We don't have Apple TV.
I think I have it. But I didn't realize I was paying for it. I thought for some reason I saw it and I was like, hey, just a second, I'm paying for this and we're not using it. So that one was really good. And then, of course, I'm reading really good books. The Paradise Problem was really good. I read before that. I always like to do like thriller, rom-com, change it up, maybe like a really, really dark thriller.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was a rom-com. It was really cute. I don't know. I'm in a slow. I feel like anytime I'm in a slow slump, you
read more. Yeah. I've been just watching all the things. So
did you watch Emily in Paris?
I'm slowly getting through that.
Okay. I heard that the last part wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, like what else can we do? I think at this, no, I mean, I don't know. It's like before I would like watch it like, but this time it's like, okay, well, it's like what, season 4, season 3. So it's kind of like at this point, if it's not like, because it's not like a super juicy,
right.
Mystery. It's just
I always like watching for the fashion. For the fashion. I like to see what she wears, and then
it's just a cute show.
Yeah,
but yeah, I started it. I think that was it for now. The Eric.
Okay, yeah,
I would recommend.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna add it to my list. Yeah. It was a quickie today.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just kind of recap,
general catch up.
Yeah. What else? Anything else? Last minute?
I was trying to think if there's any TikTok drama to catch you up on. All the very demure. See how we show up to do the podcast?
I had no idea what was happening. I literally saw it all on my feed, and I'm like, what is this?
We don't do too much. We don't wear crazy cut crease.
But it all started from that one TikTok that you sent me.
Yes.
Jewel,
yeah. And apparently someone else was like saying something like that once upon a time, but this person really blew up with it.
Okay, because that one, the video that you sent me, and then it was said something like Kourtney Kardashian says very demure or something like that. How do you even say
demure? Demure, yeah, or demure. Some people say demure.
Okay,
demure. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Very, very cutesy, very mindful, very respectful. Very demure.
Okay, so I saw another video that it was like I don't know if he was an English professor or what he was, and he was like, look, I get it. We all want to do a vocabulary word of the week, but let me put you on some good vocabulary. I honestly don't remember the word that he used, but I remember thinking like, wow, how he used it, and he used it in sentence, and then he used an example, and then he used it in sentence. I was like, I'm going to use it, and then I
But what did you remember? Demure. Very demure.
What is that?
No, we were at Dee's house to watch. So she's had her surgery, so she's staying with her sister. They literally live like in the same, you know. But her sister has to get to Dee's house. You got to go up the stairs and then more stairs. So she's staying at her sister's place, and we were having dinner. And then she's like, "Oh, I gotta watch the debate tonight. It's at 8 p.m. or something." No, her sister. Oh. And then we just start busting out laughing because we're like waiting to watch Love Island. She's like, and then she's like, "Wait," and she's like, "That's why Clarissa's here." And she's like, "Oh no way!
You were here to watch the debate."
And then we were dying. And then Dee's like, "No, it's because we're gonna watch Love Island." She's like, "This is why America's going to hell." She's like, everybody's probably watching the damn Love Island.
Oopsies.
And we were dying laughing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah. Literally. But yeah, I think very mindful. Be very cutesy. Very demure.
We hope you have a very demure day.
See you next time, Primas.
Yes. Bye.
Adios.